Okay, so the VOD should start.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure everyone can see my screen. I don't know if the NPCs are working, guys. So we're gonna test that. If it doesn't work, then I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to wait another 5 minutes for me to fix them. All right.
Yo, what's
let's go,
going
guys.
on? What happened to my profile picture, bro? What the heck?
Oh, no.
Dude,
Oh, also, I think Card Strike is still the wrong way. Oh no, it's the right way. Okay, I lied.
Ring strike? You're foolish.
Charring. Oh my gosh, stop. Stop it! I was playing the Frisk skin on ABA on Seung Wu, so I'm too used to saying Kara. Cause like, you know, when I mode, I'm like, I'm Kara from Undertale. Okay. All right, they do work. Okay, they do work. It looks so stupid.
look at them. Look so stupid. They're just walking
Shut
around.
up!
Oh, they're angry at you now, bro. Run away.
I am running away. Okay, so let me drop on my Rook. Whoever joins can have 310 Rook in this corner. Okay. All right, people. Let me announce this direct starting now. The direct is actually gonna start. Let me actually rejoin. Let me stop streaming real quick. Okay. And
Oh my
everyone,
God.
be professional, guys. All right.
I guess.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow, look at all these people coming in. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the direct.
Can you stop it? Because
I
I was
need
gonna
to
join
do
it because
anything.
that's actually how you sound.
Yo.
That's why you sound like that. See? I told you, bro. I literally told you.
Wait, let me do it again.
No, stop. All right. Hey, okay. All right, guys. Hello and welcome to the Everwind Direct 3. I'm gonna give everyone a little bit to join in, but I have some systems to show everybody today, and we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, guys. So, some things I'm gonna show everyone today. We're gonna be showcasing some of the story the game has to offer, going up to the second quest. But I'm not gonna finish the second quest. We're just gonna go up to it, so you guys don't see everything. We're gonna go through some progression as well. You guys can see the monster on a guild and get a glimpse at the apothecary, but you don't actually get to see how the apothecary progression works yet because I said so. And then we're also gonna do showcase. I know a lot of people wanted to see what the character building was like in the game, so we're gonna show some character building as well, like what we have to offer for, building your character, how builds are gonna work. You guys will see some races, some weapons, and some spells, and yeah. Yeah. And this will be recorded. We're gonna clip it and then post it on YouTube afterwards. For those who don't get to who aren't here, but not everything's gonna be shown on the YouTube video. So people who are here will see more than the people who aren't and watch the YouTube video. We're also gonna showcase some sneaks, exclusive OST sneak peeks by Rezi.
No,
I think I'll
not
start
by
off.
me.
I think I'll start off. We should probably start off with one right now. Actually, I think we could start off with some OST, and then I'll move into the tutorial. I think that'd be cool. So let me set this up real quick.
Wait, which one are you doing first?
I think people.
Let's do movement last and just do the first two.
Resi, you gotta find out, same as everyone. We're all here. We're just here to get the
Oh,
experience that Soryuu's providing.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm not hyped for EA. Get this vote out of my.
Everyone say
Get
no.
this poll.
I'm
not hyped for this, bruh.
Not hyped for this freaking mid.
Not freaking hyped for this freaking game, bro. People who made this game are a bunch of freaking losers. Okay. All right.
You know, I actually watched someone leave the stage when you said that.
Yeah, I think the audience is
two people.
I think the audience is plateaued, so I'll begin. I was kind of hoping a bigger show up here. I'm disappointed in you guys. Okay. Okay, let's start with showing some songs. I'm trying to figure out a way to share my screen without showing everything. I'll just pull them up in Audacity.
Bro.
Audacity? Are we serious?
I mean, it was.
Nice.
No, if Resi did it, then it would be an FL. But
Yeah, I would, but I'm
it's
at
alright,
freaking.
guys.
I'm at freaking work right now, bro.
He's freaking working while he's doing this. What a loser. Okay, let's start off with the soundtrack. Let us know your guys' opinions, and then we'll move on from there. We'll start getting into the nitty gritty of the game, guys. Also, just to preface as well, we're gonna be doing a showcase for the first part of the direct, and the second part of the direct, we're gonna be going through the questions for direct channel. I already had listed some questions that I was going to answer, guaranteed. But when we get there, you guys will be able to ask questions in that channel again, and then vote on everything. Yeah, and at the end we'll show some more stuff as well. So, okay. Okay, I brought it up in Audacity. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Hello, can you guys hear it?
We won't
Wait.
gameplay.
Okay,
Can
see?
you play it? Can you play it?
Can you see?
I can see.
Okay,
Can
can
you
you
play
hear?
it?
Can you hear?
Oh, yep, I heard
Did you hear
that.
that?
Oh my
Did you
gosh.
guys hear that? Okay. Okay. Okay, so that was the com theme for the rot. So just
I hated
in-game
making this,
area.
by the way. The mixing is so bad, but whatever.
I think it's better. That's the passive theme for everyone who wants to know. I think it's better if we play the combat theme right after it, so people know
Just
trying to
yeah,
get here,
yeah, go ahead.
and
There's
then
no
we'll show
cortisol,
Divinity
man.
later.
Okay.
Okay.
You youngins.
Anyways, then we're gonna go into the combat theme, and then we'll get into it, guys. We'll get into it. Hold on.
Yep. Oh, the theme.
Oh my god.
Okay, now we're gonna go into Nahas, the combat theme for the same area, and then after this we'll go into the actual gameplay. It's for the music enjoyers. Okay. Okay, the combat theme. There's also
Yeah.
a boss theme for the same area, but I don't know. Maybe if you guys are nice to us, then we'll show you at the end. All right.
If you're nice.
Now let's get to the gameplay. This is what everyone's here for. Let's get to the gameplay, guys.
I don't know. I think everyone's here for my gifts. I've been going ham in the chat.
Okay. So I think I should also say this, but Everwind is a story-based game. So if you don't like reading, you could either just skip through the dialogue or just not like the game. Ha! Sorry.
We're gonna lose half our players because they're gonna have to read.
And they don't have to read. They can do other things, but like, it's there. Okay. Stream time. Let me know if you guys can see.
We lost 10 people when you mentioned reading. Oh no.
Okay. We're gonna start from the beginning here, guys. So we're gonna go into this fresh. Okay, I want also, before we get into the tutorial, the bottom text, our voice lines, they're not made yet, or they haven't been finished. Which is why you won't hear anything. So it's slow, but it's paced to have a voice line. The top ones are just general text.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Okay, and there is voice acting in this game, by the way.
The garden bears another fruit. Interesting. You're different from the rest. Perhaps you can assist me. I give you my blessing. Find Adam.
You just deafened everyone by doing that.
Hey guys, is it loud? Do you want me to bring it down? It's fine? Okay. My voice is loud? Do you want to die? Okay. Here, I'll bring it up a little bit. You guys can't hear anything. Is this better? I'm probably gonna keep it at this volume. Okay. Okay. Ignore has only one option. You'll be able to customize more. But I'm a grape right now. So do you guys want to I don't know, what fruit do you guys want to play as? Here's the fruit list. I have 500 souls, so we can go anything. Star fruit? I've seen star fruits. You guys should just post the emojis, bruh. I've seen a lot of dragon fruits and star fruits, so I think we'll go star fruit. I think we go star fruit here. All right, I'll roll for star fruit. I'll wait. How? I got like 4 lemons in a row. Okay, serious. We are serious to star fruit, guys. Wait, this is gonna be a serious run.
No, go fuck yourself.
I'm ending the recording.
Here's the description.
That is why I
for
quit
people
the
who want it. Did you guys want to see any other descriptions? Here, I'll roll again. Grape description. Watermelon description. Pineapple description. Lemon description. Okay, now we're gonna go back to Starfruit now. I got kind of lucky, so.
All this stuff is like
Dude,
subject to change,
hello?
by the way. You ain't ever getting Starfruit again.
Orange.
My luck is so bad. Okay. No! I don't like that name I'm rolling.
No, there was no need.
Oh what? I'm so
You
bro, I'm actually
idiot!
so stupid. I just
Oh
rolled.
my
And we
lord.
got a good name, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. This is gonna be the experience for rerolling, guys. It's very enticing, right?
Yeah, anything to delay.
I'm just gonna set my race to Starfruit at this point, bro.
99% of the like beginning of the direct is just you rolling a race. Bro, are you kidding me?
Okay, there you
You're
go.
gonna run out of. You're gonna run out of souls.
Sorry, I just had to roll off the name Lyra because I didn't like that name. All right, finalized.
Yeah, you can just change your
My
name
big
in game
hat.
too.
I just my big hat is gonna be like freaking blocking the screen, bruh.
Open
The
your
beginning.
eyes, child, as Eden opens its own to you.
Bro, thank you to the guys who said Tears of the Kingdom's opening instead of Fortnite, bruh. Thank you. Hey guys. Oh, I'm shocked. Look at my face. I did not win the genetic lottery, unfortunately.
It's like they haven't changed the sound effect for like investing in a stat. It's still like.
Can we blame SibStab for this, bruh? Bro, you're actually lying. There's no way. SibStab is a bum, bro. Okay.
You guys should not feel any pity for the Leaflings, by the way.
They fucking suck.
They're evil.
Damn, you have to get help from this. Yo, you freaking stink, bro.
Bro, I did it on purpose so people can see you can't lose to the freaking elk, you freaking bum.
You freaking
Hop off
stink, bro.
tip.
Bro, you're poo poo.
Not even good at his own game. Jesus.
It's okay, guys.
Where's freaking Boo-Boo?
I literally took that damage on purpose to showcase the heal. You guys are bums.
Yeah, on purpose.
Bro, I'm trying to showcase that people who buns at the game can succeed in the tutorial, guys. Come on. Literally unlosable tutorial.
She had review gameplay. That was a good one, Jed. Good one at Jed.
I can literally know how to
8000.
know, guys, please.
Yo, I'm looking.
Oof. Typo.
It's honestly the first time I've seen any of that, and that was actually really good. Because I have not actually seen any of that. It's quite impressive.
Yo, who is that? Dad!
Fucking creepypasta. Well, now you gotta make him in the game.
Was that good lag or no? Hello? Actually, should I go in first or should I talk to some NPCs?
I don't know.
You guys want to read or do you want to play the
Correct.
game?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the point?
Read or no
Oh yeah,
read?
Starfruit has a custom glider, and then so does Dragonfruit. Everyone else has the normal.
Did we
base
talk
house
to?
glider.
Did we talk to? Who do we talk to here? Who do you guys want to talk to? It's like Grape City over
Prince.
here. Prince? Okay. I don't know. This guy's kind of weird.
Wait, Loki, I'm gonna narrate the dialogue now.
I don't know about that, bruh.
No, Prince is
I got
just
you.
leaf phobic.
I got you.
No, just let them breed, bro. You freaking Chad.
I'm really not cut out for this.
Stop.
Yo, that's freaking
Okay,
fast.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do multiple quests at a time, by the way. They like save when you get off.
Yeah, this is the quest menu. So this is the story quest, and then this is the
This
side
is
quest.
temporary, by the way.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
we're gonna
permanent.
change it later.
The UI is temporary.
Things
so-
are subject to change. Make sure the recording is still going. Okay.
Wait, Loki, can you just like, can you read it, Soryuu? Like out loud?
No.
Can you narrate it? Okay.
All right, type yes in chat if you want me to narrate it.
Please no.
Oh
my God,
a
we don't
lot
get
of
it.
yes.
Oh my god. You guys really want to hear him? Okay, good luck.
The state of the Monster Hunter Guild. Just thinking about it makes me sick, and yet I can't help but do exactly that.
Okay, maybe we.
Dude,
maybe
I just
stop.
heard myself in your mic, and I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
Here, I'll read it in like a monotone voice. Everything we do is reliant on larger companies commissioning us. Without them, there is no incentive to go hunting. There's been an increase in casualties recently with some of the newer rabble. Some attribute it to the increase of bandits in Grommen, but the nature of the killings makes it seem more coordinated. Past the
W.
past the first glance. These companies pay by the hour in tandem with the difficulty of the job. If one day one of our contractees end up dead, without turning their job back in, these companies only get back about 50% of the cost to put the job up in the first place. Because of this, the guild barely has the funds to provide our novice hunters with gear, to the point where it is expected to sign up whilst already having your own weapon. Our commissioners only provide us with the reward for the task, and they don't help us in the method of completion. The guild has no solid foundation, and it worries me. Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me try narrating.
Oh, look
wait.
at this guy.
Hey.
Who do we
Oh,
talk to
narrate.
next, guys? You're gonna read it now?
I mean, I'll try.
Okay, you can read this guy.
Like, yet another.
might wanna
No,
put your-
wait, hold on. I can't, dude. I don't even want to do this on
Your
mobile. 'cause
phone
it's
mic
hard-
is
I can't
horrible.
really- Is it really? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I don't want to do it then.
Oh, yeah, this Resi guy is at work right now.
Yet another fleeting fruit has fallen. Standing idly, watching as the freshly fallen find their way out of that dusty old inn. I never really liked that place. It stinks of incompetence! Yes, fresh fruit like you, for whatever arbitrary reason, seem to enjoy frolicking around Cadaver, making a mess out of this peaceful place. If only you lot had been dropped off from the tree hidden somewhere else. Though I'm sure you have no care in the world for the well-being of the fruit here, I could see it all in your eyes, the scourge of purpose, transcending the presumed mundane resident of Cadaver. You seem pretty prejudiced. Hard not to be when all I see nowadays are aspiring adventurers who end up just making trouble for us regular folk. What makes you fresh fruits so desperate to find some sort of goal? Were you all truly brought to Eden with a purpose? Well, what do you think? Ha! Personally, I don't believe in any of it. Nor do I care.
It's freaking
What sent
chat.
you all here doesn't bother me. As for my own purpose, I'll simply enjoy what was given to me. Without purpose, we drift away. What I want to do is up to me, not whatever someone told me to do. Letting others get to your head, that's how you fade out here. You're a frickin' bum, bro. Alright, let's move on. Oh, hey, dude. What's up? Let's look for some gear. Something agile.
Wait, let the chat choose.
Oh, you're right. Which one do you guys want between these two? Because something sharp is just a sword. Everyone says agile.
Dagger users, man.
Alright, sounds like it. Perfect. That'll be 20 Rook. I'm poor. Sorry, guys. Can't even get it.
Yo.
Alright, I think that's enough
Hey, there's a
dialogue,
possibility
guys.
to
Let's go
not
ahead
be
and...
poor anymore, though. Wink, wink.
What? I thought someone was behind the tree, bruh. Oh! Oh, wow! Would you look at that? Thanks, kind Samaritan. Let's go get a dagger, guys. Alright, okay. So, let me get into the nitty-gritty of this stuff. Because currently we're doing the story, but I'll explain things as we go, because I've been kind of silent. So, to start off, this game is obviously story-based with side quests on the side. The way the progression in this game is going to work is while you progress your story, you have options to branch off and do other things. In between story quests, your level will be locked to in between 5. So, once you beat each story quest, your level cap's gonna increase. So you're encouraged, or you kind of have to, do the storyline to progress the game. But in between storyline, you have to level up, obviously, which is what the guilds and side quests are all for. So, that's how the progression works. But the progression system is you choose. We plan on making multiple guilds, but on early access release, there will be two guilds. The Monster Hunter Guild and the Apothecary Guild. Apothecary Guild specializes in collecting ingredients and making potions, and the Monster Hunter Guild is just your basic Monster Hunter Guild. But we have added a few things, which I'll showcase soon once we get there, to the Monster Hunter Guild to make it not so, repetitive and feel a little more fresh each time you do those quests. And obviously there are side quests that you can do. You can take from NPCs. Talking to NPCs is a really big thing in this game. Talking to the characters of the world will let you learn more about it. The game has a heavy focus on world building, and we want the players to experience that not only through traveling and exploring with environmental triggers, but talking to the characters of the world as well. Not only will the story explain that, but also going out on your own, apart from the story, and talking to these NPCs. So, it lets you learn more, which actually helps you. It benefits you in your run later down, because you will understand the world more, and you might know what to do in a situation that you would not have known if you didn't do that extra exploring on your own time, apart from the story. So, exploration is very encouraged. The map is humongous. There's a lot to do. I'm going to go ahead and flip the dagger now. Also, just so you guys know, the leaves are placeholders because we haven't made those icons yet. Anyways, this is the dagger, guys. Check it out. Haha. Freaking sus. The trail is mistimed. Ignore that. It's the same dagger you've seen before. I like swords, so we're gonna use that. Also, or do you guys want me to use Starterfist and struggle? Hey, excuse me. Never mind, guys. Can you slide 10 Rook, please?
He's gonna slime you up.
Wait, dude, look at the bottom right, 6, 7.
Dude,
Okay,
he's there.
I didn't want 1,000. Where?
Dude, your cooldown is 6, 7. Fix it right now.
Hello? Wait, my cooldown is 6, 7. No! Everyone stop it, bro. More on the sapling function. If you click H to put your sapling down, it acts as a checkpoint for you, and you can also sit and heal at it. I know a lot of people played, or a decent amount of people played during the combat test, and this was a function. But it, is a checkpoint. So if you die, you respawn at it.
I think most quests don't reset if you die.
Yeah. Anyways, since I have 20, I can go show you guys what something strong is now.
Keizo, I don't think so. I think you can just reset how many times you want.
Okay.
You gotta find the mage that gives magic weapons.
Okay, let's go into the Monster Hunter Guild. Whoever the Starfruit is that has their glider constantly running, can you please reset, bro? Alright. I did not test this.
No, we're not speaking.
We're gonna go quiet when there's like cutscenes.
When I'm progressing the story. I'm not doing her voice. Yeah.
That'll definitely be fixed. Cheesy, did you save him?
I don't know.
Oh.
All right then.
All right, guys, let's move on. Let me collect some flowers here. Actually, let's ignore that guy right there. Oh, look, I have 11 sun petals. Very cool. Okay, so we're gonna go make our way over to Volatus Pillars. As you can see, I can open up my quest menu, and you can see right here, I can meet up with the adventurers in Volatus Pillars. Avoid any threats while traveling there. Something that I want to do with Everwind is I want to make sure the player has unrestricted movement. The map is humongous, so obviously. Okay, so can you stay out of my way, bud? Okay, so the map has has obviously it's a very large map, so movement is going to be unrestricted when you're out of combat, and maybe even in combat. Honestly, starfruits are extremely fast. Dragon fruits are extremely fast, and right now starfruits just have a vertical glide, but they do. We are planning for them to have omnidirectional movement on their gliders, so they can fly. There's a lot of races with movement abilities, but they aren't all necessary to move. We're gonna be buffing base movement, adding some new things to help the player travel. There's gonna be waypoints, obviously. Something that I want to mention with the game though is exploring is a humongous part of it. I've already said this before. So using the waypoints is good to go to integral areas. Integral areas of your progression, like for instance, going to Ingenari to Cadaver, but exploring will reward you much more than just using those waypoints because you will find NPCs, monsters on the way, and those will give you either quests or, some sort of objective, some sort of goal. And exploring obviously is a big thing. So you're gonna want to find secrets. This game has secrets to offer. Some quests you can get, and they'll give you spells and stuff that you can use. There's a whole bunch of races. That guy's a blueberry. There's a lot to do in the map. Here, I'll actually showcase. Okay, we can get some early gear. We can get some early weapons over here. Guys, it's the forge.
Oh, CZ had a good question. Cadaver is a town encompassed by bones of a fallen ancient beast, right? Will we be able to fight a giant beast such as that in the future?
No comment. So, using these materials, crafting menu. Please let me preface as well. Everything you see is subject to change. Some of it's placeholder, like the crafting menu. What you can craft views up here. Obviously, it's going to be if you meet the materials, it'll pop up. But yeah, I can craft this because I meet it, craft it, and then
I
now
made
have
that
one plus a
weapon. That was
which I can't
one of my
equip yet
first
because I'm at level
weapons.
5. I will go into the skill tree when we level up. I'm gonna pass by the horses. You guys didn't see those.
The horses will fucking kill you, by the way.
Duckfish lore. He's right there. Oh, it's you. Are you doing all right? We were pretty worried after you got pummeled by that stone construct. What are you doing here? Well, would you look at that? The freshly fallen wants to help us. Kid, either that construct hit that noggin of yours hard enough to turn it into a smoothie, or you got some real guts. Sure you can help. Let me fill you in on what we're here for. You see, we came here on a commission from the Monster Hunter Guild to collect some Dustwing moth eggs. If you want to help us out, you can scout up ahead and tell us where the eggs are located. The pillars are dangerous, though. Ruby should be able to cast the cloak spell so they can't see you. Sounds like a plan. Sure does. Thanks for the help, kid. Means a lot. Oh, look at that, guys. So this is Volatus Pillars, also known as the Dustwing Moth Nests, where you fight the hardest enemy in the game. But we're immune to them, so I'm not gonna fight them.
Oh, you didn't know I can make an egg sandwich.
The eggs are stealable for a Monster Hunter quest. And there is planned to be cooking. Just not right now. Guys, I sure do wonder what happened while I was gone.
Yeah, Charlie, you can't sell the souls. That's the little apple icon on the bottom. Charlie, yeah.
Simple way of doing this? Fast travel, guys.
How much does the A cost again, Alan?
400 Robux.
400.
I'll probably give away like 10.
Be right back.
You guys are voting between those two, but the best one's about to show up.
It's true.
You're talking about civil? I'm gonna kill you.
No, tier race.
We're
Oh,
not going
tier
up to
is?
Seville.
I'm still gonna kill you.
Okay, guys. So that's the first quest done. We're gonna move on to the second one. I'm not gonna finish the second one, but I'll get up to the part where it involves grinding. So since I did level up, I can showcase you guys some more stuff. So a lot of people were asking questions about what the building of the game is gonna be. So character building, because that's the most voted for poll option. So you kind of build your character around your skills trees and your stat points, but using your weapon as well. So each weapon is scaled off of one of these four stats. Rarely ever defense, but sometimes. For instance, sword is scaled off of power. Power skills generally all physical weapons or melee weapons. Defense will give you physical defense and HP, so damage reduction. And Dex gives you speed boost, faster climbing, and more stamina, as well as skills your smaller weapons, your more agile weapons, such as your dagger or your revolver. um, or your bow when we do add them. LFE, mage weapons, all your spells are still off LFE. I am a starfruit, so I spawn with LFE, and more about my race, obviously. So each race has, or fruit, has its own innate ability. By pressing the E button, which keybinds will be added eventually, you can use your innate ability. They also come with passives, some things that help you. Starfruit can summon stars, Polaris. It's randomized, and clicking E again at a certain direction will let you shoot them out. And I'm lagging really bad. I don't know why. Anyways, those do damage and ragdoll. Additionally, since Starfruit is a mage race, if you shoot yourself with your Polaris, let me use regrowth. You get all your LFE back.
It's also the gambling race because it goes from 5 to 3 stars.
Yeah. And you know, they obviously have the option to shoot them at people. And also, you know, using them, if people get hit by them, then it does that. You can shoot them, like I'll shoot this at Cheesy. I missed. I'm a bot. Pedalith will be in early access, yeah. All the guns will be. But yeah, I do think something on the server's lagging out. So just give me 1 second. Sorry, everybody. It seems my testers are bums.
Holy AI.
Leave.
What do you mean, holy AI? Hate you.
So, yeah, we're doing some testing with pathfinding, which causes some lag sometimes to the server, which is why I am lagging. And all the testers are in game and spawning things in. So
No, I just forgot to set it up for the Everwind channel. I had it set up for my channel, but not for the Everwind one.
yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I was right. I'm gonna rejoin. Okay, is Vintra still here?
Doesn't look like it. I think he dipped.
Okay, I'm gonna reset the server. So my testers do not join the game. Okay, we're gonna continue now. So since I will continue talking about the character building. My bad, guys. There were some lag issues, which is why the
Your
Starfruit
content.
looked like that. It's normally much smoother. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys some cool stuff. The cool stuff you guys want to see, right? So, here's the cool stuff, guys. So, character building. Like I said, each race does something different. Starfruit. This is how it's supposed to look, by the way.
Someone's asking if the
Very
Duckfish
cool.
ride or the Polaris ride is faster. I think they're both the same, right?
Don't worry about God races, bruh. Okay. Yo, Pori, can you leave while I'm doing this? Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, Duckfish is one of those god
So
races.
yeah, the way this works is each of these 4 stats contributes to another weapon. This is power skilled. This is dex skilled. I mean, the rest of them are power skilled. I could get a mage weapon. I'm not gonna grind for that. I'm gonna give it to myself so you guys can see what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a staff. I don't even know if I can equip it though. No, I can't. I'm gonna set my level then. Haha. Ignore those, guys. Boom, I'm level 5. Okay, now I can equip it. So we can show some more weapons. Staff, mage weapon, very cool. So we have our M2. Shoot a little projectile. You can rotate. Yeah, this was in the game before. For those to remember it. And then we have a little LFE buff. This internet is very well with Starfruit. Weapons like this you can obtain kind of early in the game. That's scaled off of LFE, and then we have Knuckle Dusters, which is oh my gosh, Knuckle Dusters, which is power based. Which this is a weapon that Resi made. This was showcased in one of the things. These are made out of Kyrite, so they're pink. And then it's just a gauntlet type thing. It has a gut punch and like a crumple, which is basically gauntlets. It's another version of gauntlets because gauntlets has the grab and then the ground slam. But this one's obtained lower. And weapons just like that exist throughout the game. You can collect them as you progress. Now time to the cool character building stuff that everyone wants to see. Skill trees. Again, so each level you get 2 of these. Or you get 2 every 3 levels. Or I think it's just 2 every 1 level. Forgot. Anyways,
Yeah, you get one
basically
every
each
level,
one of these,
and then you get an extra one every 3 levels.
yeah, each one of these shows a stat, which is this is uh Dex, Defense, LFE, Power, and I expected the power, so this is the power skill tree. As you guys can see, we have a lot of stuff here, and then each skill tree is the exact same. With these branches, you can only invest into one, and then you have to go that path. But you can invest in as many skill trees as you want
Like
throughout the game.
Skylanders.
I guess. So here's a deck skill tree. We have, obviously some of these for out of combat stuff. Get the crit skill tree, and then we have the mobility stuff for marked opponents. You guys can see all these. And then for power, I have Specking to power. So if you meet the stat requirement, which is power, my stats did that because I'm level 5, by the way. So I'm gonna go 10 power. We can invest in some power stuff. So we can go Monster Hunter, and the bigger they are, these are both good for PvE. And then some other skill trees like the LFE one, Rejuvenation. Some of these are focused on spells, and then we have this one's focused on spell stacking. A whole bunch of stuff, and the summoning skill tree. We can go Necromancer, Arcane Commander. And then we have the you can get these no matter what skill tree you go to, and then yeah, and then you can go through here. So I have 25, so I'm probably just gonna go more power here. Maybe some defense actually would help my build a little bit more. But you can combine these with your weapon, your race, and your passives. I think this is just the better option to go here. And so if you aren't hitting the stars, then you can't invest. So I need to level up before I can invest. Now I didn't get the stars for my build because I set myself to my level, so my stars aren't accurate.
How do you respec again?
You spend a soul to reset your skill tree. And also, just so you guys know, your stats are fully changeable if you haven't invested in your skill tree. So I can subtract my defense by 15 points because I haven't invested in a skill in that skill tree. I can't subtract my power though because I've spent 10 power in that skill tree. Unless I reset my skill tree, then I can reset my power. Anyways, here's some mobs. This is a lot of people's favorites. We got the leaflings. Yeah, and they're evil beings, so I'm actually just gonna let them live.
Where you're gonna get slimed up by the leaflings.
Yeah, I don't want to get jumped. But yeah, we're gonna make our way to Tierverse and continue the storyline quest, and then we'll stop there for story, and then we'll talk more about the game. We'll move into the Apothecary Guild, show you guys some of that stuff, and then we'll answer questions.
Yeah, the leaflings will like maul you to death. Like piranhas. Fiddlestick, this is being recorded.
Starfruit is so good, dude.
It'll be posted on the Twitter.
Also, I don't know if you noticed these tree stumps. Sometimes they are also evil creatures, which is the oak from the tutorial. But the oak from the tutorial is a nerfed version of this oak, so.
How do you reroll for free again? You just gotta get a soul. How do you get a soul? I don't know. He didn't never share that.
You get a soul after completing a story quest for free. Otherwise, you have to pay Robux. That's our way of monetizing the game.
It's gonna be a long quest line, so you'll get plenty.
Basically, players who are free to play will have access to all 3 slots for free, pretty much.
You can change your race in game too, right? Like after you've created.
If I got an oak arm. What is hitting me? There's no way a Revenant spawned on me, bro. I was like, what did I get hit by, bro? There's a freaking cloaked guy throwing a dagger at me, bro.
Okay, those things are like ghosts or some shit. I forget.
They can creep up on you and throw things at you, and if you're in Grommen at level 5, they have a chance to spawn. They do drop cloth though, so they are worthy to kill. They are worth to kill because cloth is pretty important for collecting.
You quite literally got a
some of
rare
your armor.
encounter, by the way.
Oh, you changed the Revenant spawn rates, right?
Yeah, they're pretty rare now.
Okay, good, because those things would, during earlier in the playtest, those things would spawn on you every 5 seconds. You couldn't fight something without.
They do
Two
have a
of them.
That would
chance
be
to just
nice.
spawn and just like snipe you out of the sky in Grommen, by the ways.
Yeah, now it's like what, every few 10, 30 minutes?
Just so you guys, I did notice someone just said about something about music. So the game has music for each area, but it is spaced out, so it comes in like randomized amount of time, which helps with the game feeling more grand. Especially in little moments, the game can feel pretty grand using this system. But there have been talks about removing it. There is, background noise apart from it.
Yeah, kind of like in Minecraft.
The actual music. Yeah, like Minecraft.
Except for like when combat happens, you'll
Anyways.
just get combat music.
Yeah. So we're gonna go into Witherroot now, which is the cool start place.
Oh, Jeff posed a good question. What do blossoms get on release, if anything?
They get cosmetics. That's it. They just get cosmetics. I
It
don't
will
want to
not be
give
the
people who
cheating of
spend money
Fedora.
too big of an
Synergizes with
advantage compared to
Dex.
other people, because I don't want people to paint the idea that I'm making a pay-to-win game. Welcome to Witherroot, guys.
Yeah, dragon fruit scales off Dex. I think
We're gonna go talk to the big T now, bruh. Big
what
tier
blueberry
bros.
also scaled off Dex, or am I just like tripping right now?
Blueberry's LFE defense.
Okay. Oh.
Alan keep asking me to make fan art of this.
I will show
person.
some fruits
Like,
later, by the ways. Welcome to Ingenari. This is the person we need to talk to for our quest.
The vine like design in the top left, I think that's just like part of the HUD. Yeah, breadfruit's still in the game. It's not a god race, so you can get it. Pretty sure. Hero, I'm pretty sure you can. I think you just gotta press new game and click on the slot you want to get rid of. And G, yeah, there will be more races in the future. No problem. I mean, hello, there is a trading channel, but like, I think it's up to you guys to make like the item currency. I think outside of Rook, the coins, there isn't gonna be like a set currency. Straw. No, in lore, they just fall from the tree. They literally just like grow from a tree and they fall down.
All right, so now we have to go to one of the guilds that she recommended. Currently, it pings the monster guild, but you can go to the apothecary, which is where we're going. Testers, if you guys want to join now, you can. Same thing with devs. We're gonna go to the apothecary and talk more about the game. So we're gonna stop progressing the story here. There's a lot more to show. Story on early access will go up to level 20. Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. Yeah, so this is Inchinari. There's another branch higher up, Solaris, which is the mage branch, which she will talk about in the next part of the quest, but we're not going to go there because I don't want to. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Monster Hunter Guild and showcase some of the quests that you guys can get. Also,
Charlie,
just so you guys, people who are joining, please don't trigger any mob spawns or try your best not to because pathfinding.
Yeah, Charlie, there is going to be sub races. There's at least one already, but I'm not gonna say what.
But yeah, so now you can. I'm not going to Mirrorize. I'm not gonna show too much, especially things that have already been shown. So, this is the guild system. So each guild has their own way of progressing. You can swap between them whenever you want. There is no. You don't have to, choose one or the other. It's you progress however you want, whenever you want, with whatever method. Monster Hunter Guild is this, so you can take active contracts. There are multiple options for you to choose from, which progress obviously as you move on. We have Exterminate, Hunt, and Scout. Exterminate is to delete their ability to spawn in. Hunt is just the basic killing, and then Scouting is cool stuff. So I'm gonna grab Scout. Oh, I forgot that was there. This is a placeholder. Leafling. We're gonna capture a Leafling for our scouting quest, and then you can go and collect as many as you want, but we might cap it at 3, so people don't speed grind too much. And then I'm also gonna grab a exterminate Leafling quest. Hunt is literally just kill mobs, so we're not gonna do that. And now we're gonna go capture a Leafling. So. As you can see, it's giving me flammable potions and a leafling cage to use here. Who the freak is fighting, dude? But yeah, there's a lot of weapons, a lot of armors to get. So we're gonna go ahead and capture a leafling. I'm gonna go to leafling over here, leafling gun over here, this way. Just so you guys know, everything you've seen so far is about 1/3 of the map. Not even, maybe 1/4 of the map. There's a lot. Here, we have a leafling den right here. Should I burn this one or capture the leaflings in this? Capture? Okay. I will grab a leafling from this den. You're coming with me, bud. And now we're off.
They should attack you when you capture their friend.
Yeah, that's gonna be added. Don't worry, I'll go back to that den later to burn it.
Yes.
Okay. There are a lot of spells in the game as well. We'll go over that as well. We'll
Kiro,
answer
there's
questions. I will showcase some more spells.
You will realize in game why you should hate on leaflings. When you see the lore, you'll see the horrors. You had struggling animations and sounds so the player realizes the ramifications of their actions. Sounds like a great addition, Alan.
Yeah, I don't know. And now that I've captured the Leafling, I can sell him to the black market for EXP and money.
This
I
is
brought
not a
the
joke. It is an
Leafling.
actual black market.
Uh-oh.
Now I got money and that quest is completed. Boys, important story quests will appear after you complete them. And you can also stop your quest whenever you want by clicking the abandoned quest right here. Which will be changed. Alright, now I'm gonna go. Okay, now I'm gonna go kill a Leafling den. We're gonna burn one because I don't like how they look.
Uh-oh. It was a bad
I'm gonna
idea
go
to post that
massacre some
gif.
Leaflings now. The anchored thing after you exit is just for debugging. Just ignore it. It'll be gone when the game drops.
What do you, S, what do you mean by get max souls on all slots?
Oh, just so you guys know, once you obtain a soul from a quest, you can no longer obtain the soul for that quest on any slot. Look at all those freaking dead bodies down there. Okay. Alright, this seems like a good den we can kill. So, by using these potions, we can burn these dens. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually. I think I overshot a little bit.
Wow. I think
Die!
souls will carry
Okay,
between
well, now
slots,
those
right?
Leaflings are gone.
Yeah, because you can use souls when you create a new character, so they'll transfer between slots.
Okay, so those are some of the examples that you can do for monster requests. Obviously, you can just do basic monster fighting, but those are some things you can do outside of just monster fighting. Some other scout missions are trading with scarabs, studying the Grommet chargers, and collecting the dust moth eggs from the Volatus pillars. Here, I'll showcase the horses. Why not? You guys want to fight some horses?
You're gonna get mauled by the horse.
This is a mistake, bruh. Oh, he hit his head. Okay, so I died.
You're supposed to parry that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Anyways, oh yeah. Another thing to preface: Everwind is not a parry-based game. It's a block-based game.
Oh yeah, perfect.
With
block.
perfect blocking. Yeah. So, just thought I should say that. All right. So I think what we're gonna do now is make our way to the subterranean, and then we're gonna go into the apothecary, and I'll debrief a little bit more on some things I'm planning on doing with the game, some things you guys will be able to do when the game drops, and then I'll answer some questions that you guys have, and we'll show some weapons while we're down there too. Maybe do some PvP. I don't know.
Kiro,
That's stuff you guys
PvP
wanna
is
see?
kind of level locked. You can only fight people within 5 levels of you, so you can't like gank freshies.
Also, there's gonna be a PvP toggle, so haha.
As in, like, you just
You
can't
want the
get in
game to
PvP,
be-
or like anybody can PvP with you.
Anybody can PvP with you if you want, but you have to enable it. And also, there's going to be an entire guild for PvP. So people are like, "Oh, how are you even going to do PvP in the game?" Through the dedicated. Oh my gosh, there's actually no way. This is the exact same spot he came from last time too, bruh.
I think that's just the same one.
Oh, it actually
Oh my
probably
God.
is.
Put down your sapling, you fool.
I want to put it down in the apothecary. I'm just gonna run away from it.
How you PvP in the endgame? There's like a way to fight people. There is like an arena you can go to. That's like one of the guilds.
There's a guild. There is a guild, yeah. like I said, guilds are ways to progress. There's an entire guild dedicated to PvP progression, so you can progress through PvP in between storylines.
It won't be added for
Um,
EA, but it'll be added for release.
Shooting over that guy.
We'll see. We might do Gladiator Guild like midway through E EA.
Gladiator Guild's gonna be for full release.
We'll see.
Yeah, there will be a PvP toggle. Or you can't like stop PvP from happening completely, but you can prevent people that are like over leveled from attacking you. That's on by default.
People who don't want a PvP can opt out of it completely. So you
Oh, really?
can't jump
Oh.
people who don't want a PvP. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
PvE players, you guys can play the game PvP free. The game is kind of meant to be played with a friend group or like, solo and non like, community occasions. You can play the game perfectly fine by yourself. So it's geared towards whatever your playstyle is. If you don't want a PvE, you don't have to PvE. Apart from just doing the basic storyline. If you don't want a PvP, you don't have to PvP. Unless you are finding a friend or something, you don't have to do any of that. If you really just want to sit around in the game all day and make potions, you can do that. If you want to sit around in the game all day, doing side quests, cooking.
Yeah, my bad. I
cooking
got back from
ingredients,
my
like new
freaking
things.
job. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? And then
Hey,
you
dude.
can do all those things. Those are all things you can do in the game. You're not locked to one specific thing during your playthrough, as well. So basically, how you play the game is completely dictated by you, and not the game. You're not forced to do anything. But yeah, we're gonna be making our way to the subterranean now. Unless you guys want to stop by the bugs and trade with them, but I think you've seen that before, so I think we're good. Solaris is over there too, but it's whatever.
Sorry, what did I miss?
Not much.
Okay.
We're making our way to the Apothecary Guild right now, though. So if you want to TP to me, you'll.
I should make a theme for the subterranean, but it's such a small biome. I just might make like a little jingle.
I think I might be stupid. I jumped off the wrong bridge.
Dude, are you stupid? Bro, you have to go behind the church.
Alright, TP to SibStab.
Yeah.
Cheesy, you're a bum. Okay. I was just gonna go there, but Cheesy TP'd me.
Look at this
So now I
guy
didn't
with
get
his
the full
own custom
experience.
armor.
Yeah. So this is subterranean. Going down here brings you to the grotto where you can mine more ores, fight the grotto monsters. It's basically a mid game progression. There are multiple layers to it, or floors to the grotto as well. Subterranean will have insects for you to capture and then use in your potions, as well as some flowers. Each area has its kind of own thing. But we're gonna go to the apothecary, so it's down here. Do you think it's over here?
That'd be known. The
Is the
guild is
whirlpool
not finished.
open? The whirlpool is open. Yeah.
That's how you go to the depths.
Uh-huh. Okay, so if you have the meet requirements, then you can go to the apothecary guild. Hello, welcome to the apothecary, guys. There are going to be ingredients for you to collect here as well. We have a little nice area over here to kind of sit and chill. Let's go to the dock over here, actually, and we can discuss more about the game. So, so far, kind of showed you guys a decent bit. There are going to be 4, maybe 5 story quests, hopefully 5, on EA Drop featuring a boss. If the boss isn't completed by that time, we will have it drop halfway through EA testing, so you guys can come in. It's kind of like a mini update. But I'm very excited for you guys to play the game, obviously for one. And EA is very soon, so you guys, I really do hope you enjoy it.
Are we not
But
answering
yeah,
questions?
this is the Apothecary Guild. This is where you come to do your potion quests. They have a vault full of ingredients which you can use to make higher quality potions, and you gain those ingredients through doing their quests. Unlike the other quests where you are rewarded with Rook, in this one you are rewarded with ingredients. And also, why is there a leafling and who's killing it? Bro, who spawned the leafling just to murder it? Yo, don't kill the leafling, bruh. It just bugs it. Oh. Can you guys not kill the leafling, bruh? Okay. Anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn some little guys here. They'll wander around.
Yeah, they're asking if when we're doing the
Maybe let's
questions.
stay here. We'll be doing the questions in just like a little bit. This area isn't part of the map, so everyone's just gliding to the floor. So just ignore that, because Cheesy's a bum. Alright, anyways. Okay,
Yo.
what did I literally say, bro? Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna showcase some more races that we have here for you guys to play, and some spells as well. Sure, let me go ahead and show some more. Can you guys like stop fighting, bro? Okay. So blinding, show current charging strike. I used this earlier.
Deserved.
So let me show some spells here that we have. Bubble is one, and then here. Okay, so some spells do different things. They're all skilled with LFE, and we may add like some like type of like elementalist skill tree. The skill trees you see here aren't only for the only skill trees in the game. You can talk to NPCs around the map or do quest lines to unlock more skill trees for your character. Like, and also for the spells, you do obtain spells by exploring and talking to those NPCs, and doing their quests to get spells. There's also tomes. There's a whole bunch of ways for you to get these items in the game, but exploring is the primary aspect of Everwind. So here's one spell. We have Bubble. You trap them in a little bubble, and then they get popped. And then we have Blinding Sparks, which is you throw out some sparks down, they explode, and if you get hit by them, they blind you and burn you. Charging Strike, which is just a basic punch, which applies fire, which the hitbox is really small.
Oh, yeah, Starfruits also cast spells faster, by the way. That's another one of their passes.
Yeah, Starfruits do cast spells faster. There's a whole bunch of just passes that each kind of thing has. Like, for instance, the Watermelon here, if he clicks his innate ability, he has a ground slam type move where he puts himself in a shield, and then he'll slam down. Oranges can heal, like you just saw from him. He has a little Sun Moon. Blueberry does that. He has a little bubble shield as well, so he takes half damage every 10 seconds. I got hit. Please stop freaking hitting me. And Starfruits as well, who can just throw their stars at people. Each race kind of has their own little thing. Rolinia, which is what he's playing. Durian's a work in progress. Rolinia, which is what he's playing, can let him get his mode. Can morph into a monster and murder everybody.
That's not a fork.
we want spells to... Yeah, there you go. This is his. And then he has the mode where he does a ton of damage. A lot of damage. A little too much damage. Yeah, and those are just things that everyone has built into their fruit. So I do want each fruit to be actually, like kind of matter. Because something I really don't like that's been kind of pushed forward is the minimalistic races in games. Especially in RPG games. I feel like a lot of people tend to not really go into the aspect of them and make them super minimalistic, or make them not very they don't really do much for your game. While I do say this, I don't mean like your race completely changes your playstyle. Your race does not completely dictate your playstyle. Each race in this game they're all good. So you can play any type of playstyle. If you want, you could be a warrior starfruit, and obviously the race benefits more an LFE playstyle or a mage playstyle. But you can still, have a hybrid or a warrior that, utilizes the Polaris ability, or even just the Starfruit Glide, which is really good for just neutral travel. There's no way a Revenant spawned in here. Can someone kill that?
That
And there are support spells as well, like Blooming Spirit, which buffs you and provides defense or damage reduction. There's a whole bunch of stuff to explore in the game, and quests to do that give you all sorts of abilities that do different things. And there is a list of races right here. There are I think I showed enough with the races from everyone using their stuff. But if you guys, I'll set my level to a little higher and we could show some weapons a little bit more. Hold on.
yeah, there'll be I think there's a skill tree dedicated to just like spells.
There is three skill trees dedicated to spells in the LFE skill tree. I'm set my level to 15, so I can equip majority of weapons here.
Yeah, you stopped streaming by the way.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so there are a few weapons here. Not all of these are fully implemented yet. We have Orb. I'll give myself that. So this is a mage weapon, which is used to. These guys are being annoying. Orb, which is, it's a mage weapon. It utilizes, long stun moves to help you spell stack, which is a very crucial part of combat. So spell stacking is when you stack an action on top of, or stack a spell on top of an action, which creates a little minion to do the action for you, which means you can use moves during that. So Orb is kind of created as a weapon to benefit you in spell stacking. So if I were to combo somebody, because the game is partial stun based, there are combos. An orb combo would probably be like M1 to confirm your R, and then spell stack and move on top of it to confirm that spell, like Bubble. And that's like kind of what mage spells go for. They do subtract your LFE, and obviously you can also use the Ricochet move as well to cast a Blinding Sparks stack on top of, bring them to your Blinding Sparks. Staff is kind of the same way, but Staff is more LFE based, where it brings your LFE up so you can cast more spells. Each weapon we kind of took some time in designing them to support whatever type of ideal we created for them. We can showcase Rapier and Razor Leaf and Charger Lance, and then Scarab Gauntlets, because those were just made. Okay. Can you please stop freaking hitting me, bro? Okay.
What if it's getting like majorly reworked? I think.
Sorry, I'm tagged, so I can't swap weapons because people love tagging me. There is a my bad all, or will be. Yo, can you guys stop freaking getting so close, bro? If you hit me again, I'm literally just gonna kick you. Chad.
I don't
Okay.
believe there is a my bad all yet.
Jeff.
There is a spell that creates a giant wind pillar that you can use, like the air vents from the Voltus pillars that we showed earlier. There's a spell that creates those for you. So this is Rapier. It is, a dex weapon. So we tried to design it to fit the dex weapon stereotype by giving it mobility moves. It's M2, which I don't know if anyone recognized that, but it's from another game. And then we have the T move, which is just a counter, which parries.
Oh,
Great
tried to-
reaction time.
My bad.
Which counters any move. And then we have a barrage move,
Ouch.
which does good damage and combo extends. These weapons are just some examples of what we have to offer for the content. Razor Leaf, which is a early game weapon, which you can craft from using leafling drops. It is the way the weapon progression in this game works is each weapon tier goes up, and as you can see from these stars here, some weapons don't have stars. A star indicates what tier of progression you unlock it at. So an orb has 1 star, a charger lance has 2, because each star indicates a 5-level increase from each stat. So you are able to take a level 1 sword and get it all the way to the end game by just upgrading it with ores, which will increase its star level and in turn increase its stats. But the moves for these weapons won't change. So some later game weapons will obviously have better, suited abilities for late game. Like Charger Lance has obviously grander abilities than a base sword, or Razor Leaf, which is an upgraded version of a sword because it has the same moves as a sword, but slight stat changes to kind of give that new weapon feel. Its R is no longer like a kickdown; it does like a tornado spin, which is really helpful for spell stacking. And then we have monster weapons in the game too. Scarab gauntlets are one.
I made those ones.
Yeah, it has a gut punch and it also has the roll into a punch. And that gives you iframes. It's kind of based off the mob you get it from. The oak arm also exists. And then there's just a whole bunch of weapons actually. One of my favorite weapons is katana though. Thank you for hitting me again.
Why are you thin now? What the hell?
No, this is the reflection because I'm in a pond.
Took me like 20
But yeah,
minutes to set up the reflection.
one of my
yeah, they haven't added those.
favorite weapons is katana. It's a very early game weapon, but you can upgrade it so I can continue using this weapon late game. But it has a dash move, which is really good for combo starting and spell stacking, and as well as has good neutral. The counter is also cool. And yeah, these are just some weapons and races as well. Some spells do different things, like let me show.
Harp, you can heal people. It's like the
Yeah, harp is a heal weapon, which doesn't work because there's no animation events. Thank you. There's some other like element types like thunder. I did thunder drop, but I'm supposed to use lariat. We got lightning elbow from Rogue Lineage. We have pedal guard, which basically when this ends, I recover half the HP that I took half the damage that I took during this heals at the end. These are blossom type spells, by the ways. And then I also have Floral Rend, which is another blossom spell, which applies a debuff called Sapped. And if someone is sapped, then they take more damage from blossom spells of that type. So there's like a whole bunch of things to. I said that like at least 70 times.
I know one of the things is like the water spells. They'll apply a wet status effect, and then they'll take extra damage from electric spells. I think that's what.
Yeah, that's what they will do, but they also make stamina go down. So yeah, that's roughly just like some content I wanted to show. Now, I guess we'll get into the questions, and but before that, I will go ahead and show another OST because.
Wait, I can do it now because I'm off work.
Oh, okay. And then we'll get into the questions, guys.
All right, guys. So this one that I'm going to show you, let me mute my game real quick as I open this up. This one I'm going to show you is a dungeon theme. Really quick, let me just open it up real quick. And then the idea behind this one, it's not opening the project. One sec. Hold on. Anyway, the idea behind this one, there's this place, this really big city, and beneath the city there are like giant crypts, right? And what happened was a lot of the prison like cages in there, they got like really full with a lot of people, so then they had to like use an alternative way of getting rid of like making some more room for these people to um, go in or whatever. But anyway, let me stop yapping because I didn't like think about this, and I'm just gonna show you the song, and you can kind of just use the context as you will. Yeah. What's your
That's pretty
inspiration
good,
making the
actually.
soundtrack? So my inspiration, I'm just gonna name a couple games. Wind Waker specifically, because I love Legend of Zelda. I don't know if you can hear the inspiration in some of the tracks, but I made it. I tried to make it as obvious as I could. Um, and Calamity Mod, because if you're making a soundtrack in this day and age, of course you're gonna look up to DM Dokuro, right? Anyway, and there's this one really niche game called Pluck. It's another inspiration. It's
Oh
another
my god,
inspiration that I
Plock
have for the
mentioned.
soundtrack too. Can I show them Tartarus Corpse, please?
You guys want to hear that?
Yes,
Okay.
like one of the best.
Yes. Okay. This is my favorite track. This was before we did show this once before in the last OST listening party.
But you guys
There
weren't
was like
there
30
for it.
people there, so
Yeah, I guarantee. All right.
My god.
Dude, I accidentally clicked and it put the voice in the wrong. Okay, my bad. Let's run that back. That wasn't supposed to be there. I accidentally clicked on my FL. My bad.
be right back. Okay.
And it'll
Yeah.
boost from there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways,
So tough.
so let's go back into the game, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and stream the game again, and then we'll answer some questions now. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
chilling the apothecary because I love the theme here.
Yeah.
Sitting over here. If you
Direct
guys hit me, I'm
questions
killing you,
now.
by the way.
Here, I can.
Okay, questions time! Yay! Questions time. Okay, so all right, let me go through this list.
Do you already have them?
So I'm just looking through the channel right now. If you guys want to go ahead, early access users, if you want to ask questions again, or you haven't asked them, you can go ahead and ask them in the questions for direct channel, and I will make sure to answer. Hopefully, most of them. I don't know. All right, so. All right, questions. What are some of the current weapon ideas? Some ideas we have for weapons: paintbrush may never get released. Orb is getting a rework, but you know. I have a few gun weapon ideas. I am going to release a weapon called the axe gun, which is a melee plus gun hybrid type thing. There is a weapon in development called the spore spreader, which is a mid-game weapon that has poison as its main kind of deal, kind of thing there going. Those are some weapon ideas that are currently being used, and there's obviously a few other devs that have the ability to make weapons, not just me. So those are the ones that are on my radar.
Like Rezi. Rezi's one of them. He made the oak arm and the knuckle duster.
And the great swords.
And
And,
the
the
great
scarab
swords.
gauntlets.
Scarab
Scared
gauntlets.
gauntlets.
And the knuckle dusters.
I just said that.
I just said that.
Oh, you did.
Okay, what's the plan for post-release content? Post-release content will most likely come when we are motivated. It's not gonna have a schedule type thing going on like Deepoken where they do like, I don't know, is it a weekly or is it bi-weekly? I don't remember. There will be patches that be dropped. Obviously, if there's issues that arise, I won't wait for an update to drop patches. I will drop patches when they need to be made. And yeah, the updates will come when they're ready, but there shouldn't be too much time in between. And yeah, that's the post-release content. There's going to be all right. When the game does drop, the story is not going to be finished. It's gonna have a stopping point, and there's a lot more to tell with the story. And we're hoping to tell it, but it really depends how everyone is received. If the game does succeed in its full release, we'll be able to continue development on the game to finish the story, and hopefully go all the way up to level 100, where the full release would be max level 30. There will be expansions, but that will take some time, and we will need support for it. So it really just depends for post-release content. Apart from just general changes, we are most likely going to avoid any design changes. I know a lot of games spend time trying to look at the community's feedback, and we want to do the same. But a lot of that community feedback is just design changes and issues that people have with the game, which, to be completely honest with you, I obviously care about the issues that arise in a game, but when I'm trying to tell the story of Everwind, I'm more focused on trying to tell that story rather than make sure everything is perfect on the game front. There might be people who say the combat's bad. There might be people who disenjoy some of the game mechanisms, but that's not what I'm trying to go for in this game. And that's not saying that the game mechanisms are bad. I'm just saying there will be people who say that, obviously. But I'm not going to take any of that to heart, and I will try focusing on creating the game that I want to make, which I'm doing right now. So hopefully it all works out. Is the game planned to be PvE oriented or PvP oriented? More specific, how do you plan for this to happen? The game is a PvE/PvP oriented with more focus on PvE. The game is oriented however you want it to play. I mentioned this earlier, but you can choose how you progress. And there's multiple guilds, multiple progression types. You dictate how you play your game. Biggest inspirations that have molded the game. On Roblox, Rogue probably is number one Roblox inspiration. There's some inspiration from Deepoken as well in some of the mob combat, but that's just kind of because they kind of like pioneered that type of combat on Roblox. there's not really too much to say about that. We did take liberties in making changes, making the PvE more movement based, and which is what like that's the inspirations on Roblox. Rogue Lineage for me was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun playing that, especially during COVID with my friends and stuff. So that's an inspiration on my part with like the social interaction and the player versus player. It's not identical in the slightest, and Rogue has some serious design flaws. I love the game, but obviously it's poorly designed and it's flawed. So I am taking the good parts that I like about the game and putting it into Everwind. Now, Everwind is mostly inspired from games outside of Roblox, namely Breath of the Wild, games in the Zelda series, some JRPGs that I really enjoy, Final Fantasy, games like that. This game is a big conglomerate of just like all the devs and their passions put into one. But I'm primarily trying to tell a story here. And I think Breath of the Wild is probably my biggest inspiration when making this game. I really try to go kind of hard on the art style for this game, and I think you guys can see that. The art direction for Everwind, in my opinion, is the best part of it. And I really wanted to make a nice looking game. And I hope you guys succeed. Anyways, or I hope you guys see that. That's the inspirations. Classes, there's no classes. The game isn't class-based. There's no subclasses. There's no class-based system in the game. It is skill tree based. The classes in this game, the quote-unquote classes, are more so based off of like kind of Terraria, where you have that archetype to follow, and then you can kind of build onto that. But with that archetype, it's completely free. So maybe not really like Terraria. You build off of your skill tree, which there are multiple to choose from. There are four paths. I obviously showed that here. I'll show in game right now, but skill tree. There's 3 skill trees, and there's 2 paths per skill tree, and there are 4 stats to invest in. So there's a lot of build potential in this game, and your stats are obviously limiting you, so you can't go all of the skill trees you want. So there's a ton of build potential. I'm really excited to see what you guys make, especially combining weapons and skill trees. There are, however, quests that we plan on adding in the future that unlock new skill trees. I guess that's kind of similar to like a class or a class trainer, but it just functions like a skill tree would. So, not really. Will there be / what forms of paid monetization will there be in the game? Example given, race rules, custom names, etc. So monetization wise, there will be an auction house. So for those who played Rogueblocks, the bazaar, basically, you can use in-game currency for that, and you can also use Robux. We will be getting a cut of that. So there's that for monetization. Other monetization though, there is the souls, which is in the bottom left. The apple icon is your soul, your souls. Those are the amount of souls you have. You can spend Robux to purchase those souls and use those souls as a currency to purchase in-game items. These souls don't directly affect your gameplay too much. They are used to reroll races, get new slots, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, but probably purchase cosmetics in the future, and as well as a currency for the auction house. The thing I do have to say about souls is after completing a storyline quest, you will get a soul for free, which does mean there will be free race rolls for people to obtain, and you will be able to unlock all 3 slots in the game for completely free if you just complete the storyline. And I'm not saying that like as in once you complete the quest, there's no other way for you to get souls for free. Apart from events in the Discord, there should be raids and world events that you can participate in that have a low chance of dropping those souls, which you can use for same things. So souls are not completely Robux obtainable, but they are there, and there's obviously other ways to support the game through Blossom and just playing the game, and that obviously supports it. This one's kind of a will there be holiday events? Yeah, there will be. There's a race in the game called Cherry, and like only 3 people have it because it was during the Christmas event, like a year ago. So, yeah, but it'll come back. New fruits. There's a few. Hybrid weapon types: handgun, rapiers, shields with medium swords, or knives and bows. Yep, there's already some of those. Aegis Blade is a shield sword hybrid. There's also hybrid scaling in the game, so some weapons do use LFE or power as a kind of like half point, so half power, half LFE type of thing going on. and they will scale off of either of those. So you can make pretty nice builds with that as well. So you're not fully focused on one skill tree. You can kind of invest in two and still maintain like the most amount of scaling possible for your weapon. So for the min maxers, there's that for you. This is kind of already answered. Will trading be a thing? What type of question is this? Will there be weapon from? Okay. Covenants for exclusive passives and skills. Not really. Kind of. I mean the quest thing from the other NPCs. Okay, how fast will the progression be? The pace of the progression, and how fast would a person be able to achieve high tier weapons and spells on a full-on build? The progression of the game is, I mean, it kind of depends what you're focused on. Some things will obviously gain more, but you should be able to fully progress the storyline in maybe a few hours, and the actual progression of the game is just adding on to that. I don't have an exact estimate, but it's not very long. And you can continue making builds, and even on the same build you can reset it multiple times, so you won't have to progress a lot. And I do know something with story games is it'll get repetitive when you're reprogressing. So after you complete the quest once, there are obviously going to be a few options to skip some of the more tedious parts of those quests, like cutscenes or literally just like a gather quest. I definitely want to make the replayability of the game not super tedious, and like I said, you can play the same character but like multiple different builds on that character through just resetting your skill tree, or even just swapping some weapons and spells. You kind of change up your build, even if you're using the exact same skill tree. Not really the question, but progression is it's reasonable, I think, how fast it is. The time between the updates, like I said, it'll be whenever they're ready. We're not going to be dropping updates when they're not ready. There may be some updates that drop here and there with like little content drops to keep the player base more engaged. Whoa. Do my voice. I gotta drink water. Rezi, can you take over?
Also, I expect.
Okay, what did I leave? Where did we leave off at?
Time between updates.
Time between updates? Hold on. Time between updates.
Update will not be long, like 7 months, because
Yeah,
we
so
actually have passion for this game.
So when it comes to updates, we typically have a plan for these updates. You know what I mean? Obviously, that's kind of like the main thing that we're looking that you need to look at if you're planning on adding content or anything of the like. Of course, like Soryuu said, we will have hot fixes that will come regularly. Um, that'll be able to fix some like big bugs that can be fixed in that amount of time. Those will come out as the bugs do appear, while the content addition will kind of be released in sort of a release date format type of thing, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? If you've ever played World of Warcraft or something along the lines of that, like just any kind of MMO game, you know that there's certain updates in the game that adds more content. If you're playing in like a certain expansion, and those updates will have names to them, right? Um, and so when we are able to put out some new content that you guys can play with, it'll have a release date that you guys can wait for and follow along as it comes. Um, I feel like I feel like one of the biggest issues nowadays with games and stuff. I'm not saying this to dog on other games or anything like that, but I feel like it's the need to want to keep your player base like active at all times to the point where you end up adding unnecessary pieces of content that doesn't really make sense to either the story of the game or just generally like to the player base, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Rezi.
Hi.
Okay, where were we? How many weapons will there be on release? Link to that. What sort of progression can we expect on weapons? Level ranges, upgrading enchants. So much for armors and gear. So the way armors and gear work will armors will progress as you level, and there should be an armor type for each stat. And those will progress as you level up. But those armors that you've had before, you can't keep them throughout the entire game. So we kind of want to add passives to these accessories, or if you have the full set, then you get a bonus for that. That's not in game yet, but we could be adding that. It's kind of still in the works. And As for weapons, you will be able to upgrade them. You will have to obtain a certain amount of materials, and you can upgrade your weapon star level, which will directly scale it to the next part of the game for you. And enchantments, maybe. We do want kind of like weapon traits like Terraria. That's kind of an idea that's been circling. And I mean, as you progress through the game, you're obviously going to get weapons at your level compared to weapons at the beginning. But you can take a weapon from the beginning of the game and take it all the way to the end if you wanted to. Yeah. And as for how many weapons there will be on release, I don't know the exact number. Probably like around 20. I don't know.
Hey, Soryuu,
Will it be game
before
mode
we
similar to Conquest?
continue, just got just let me know that he has to go in about 20 minutes, so let's
Yeah.
wrap it up in a second here.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to wrap it up.
Mhm.
Okay, so game mode similar to Conquest. There's this thing called breakage. It's like a house war thing, and basically the top houses in each guild will fight in a
Project
deathmatch.
Jojo.
And if not in the top houses, it'll be a server thing where the houses, if there's enough people in the server in houses, it'll automatically queue them for breakage. The reason behind all the game races are named after fruits. You are all fruits from the Garden of Eden, sent down with a blessing from Eve to find her friend Adam, and the living wind births life into you if you have the blessing. So there are fruits on Eden that aren't sentient like you are. You are made in the image of a human, but you are a fruit. So that's the explanation for them being fruits. The world name is Eden, and you do come from the Garden of Eden, or just the garden.
Like the Bible.
Yes, the game has a lot of biblical references. I really like Christian mythology and
There's also Greek
Evangelion, so
mythology in some certain area.
we have ability to let them do one without magic. Maybe. There's someone who I know who really wants that to be a thing. You know who you are. Will progression be shown? What does that even mean? Will you got a cult who really no, kill yourself. I mean
my
sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta apologize for that, Evan. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Will there be any non-boss humanoid enemies? Yeah, there will be, but they're gonna function more similar to mobs where it's just moves. Um, I'm not answering that one. I'm not answering this one. You can't romance NPCs. Will there be sub races? There are kind of sub races. There are race types. Blueberry has blue marble, which may never be added, and then orange has blood orange, um, which is basically a spin-off variant of the race that you are playing. Like blood orange literally reverses orange's heal ability and life steals. Elements magic arise in the world of Everwind. This is more of a lore question. So the wind is it's living. It's the living wind. It is a magical force that every fruit has. You are able to utilize the living wind and the life force within your body to kind of shape the materials and elements around you. Knowing the exact composition of those elements gives you an edge over others in that type of spell thing. There's also spell circles, a whole like there's a whole bunch, but basically magic was created by some guy named Magus in the lore, and that's the modern magic that everyone uses. But essentially, you're just shaping materials based on using your life force. Um, in-game bestiary, there will be one. Maybe not on EA. Well, not on EA, but there will be one for full release. I want a journal to kind of track everything you're on.
It was like planned out way earlier as well.
Yeah. Um, the end game for the game. So there's going to be raid bosses and world events that you can participate in. There's a dungeon at the end for end game players called the Arbiter Vault, which is where you fight a boss and hot dog for those who remember. And then there's just gonna be kind of things like that for you to do. You can obviously swap your build, you can explore, but you will be able to replay and do new slots. There will be expansion updates where your level will increase as well. So those builds that are quote unquote, end game aren't really end game. When we add those expansion updates, you can progress them further. Um, will weapons be locked behind levels? Yep, they are locked behind levels, and you don't obtain them. I mean, you could obtain them before you have the level requirement for them, but you won't be able to use them. But they are most likely obtained within what like kind of tier progression you are in. How much of an effect will races have on gameplay? Races do have a direct effect on gameplay. I said this before, but I don't like the minimalistic races that we've been getting in RPG games. I think they're lame, especially in a game like Everwind where they're so like heavy in lore. But that's not saying that you will not be able to play the game if you don't have like, oh, the meta race. Every race is good. I have not seen a single person who thinks that, like, well, there's probably a few people who think that, but so far I haven't seen a lot of people, especially a lot of our testers as well, that like prefer one race over the other. And even when we're in CT and people had the option to re-roll their race, a lot of people were playing other races, even like races that would be considered more like mundane or like not as useful, like Orange with the heal has been used and like the same amount of ability of like a dragon fruit or a star fruit. How big is the map and does it affect exploration? The map is humongous. It's freaking huge. There will be waypoints, so you do not have to re-travel to the same places over and over again. But there is a big emphasis on exploring that big map, and exploring does reward you heavily in this game. And obviously, you have your sapling as well, which you can set your spawn points at, which are good for just utility. Will there be more variation of weapons? Yeah, there's shields. There is a shield in the game. There will be bows. There are guns in the game. There are rapiers, great swords, gauntlets, daggers. There's a whole bunch of weapon types, and just special weapons overall too as well. There's lances.
And for size comparison,
There will
if you
be
put all the island together, in Lower Elysia, the map is still bigger than that.
okay. The there will be events. Something that happens in the game, world events and raids. And
This
there are
kick
also Discord events.
Kickstarter had a good question. Is this game heavily M1 based? Is there fainting? There's no fainting, and it's
It's
partial
not parry
stun.
based.
So like if you
I'll show some combat. Do you guys want to see combat? I mean, I should probably
Yes,
hurry
one
this
by one
up.
me, Chad.
I'll try to answer some questions too
Okay.
that I know.
Go on.
Okay. I'll skip through the minuscule ones. Especially how do you plan to fill it out? The map will be filled out through NPCs and monsters, as well as like environmental triggers like raining, floods may
Find a
happen. Like
Pinterest.
we do want kind of like the horses to migrate occasionally. The map, I don't want it to be empty because that's really boring, especially in games. It's a big open field and there's nothing there. There are random NPCs in towns and meaningful things, quests tied to them, dungeons. You will obtain a lot from exploring. I've said this a lot. A solo player can completely enjoy the game and complete its full ability without a team, though it might be less fun. I don't know. If you don't have friends, sorry. But no, the game was intentionally created to have a solo player experience it the same way someone would with like a duo. Um, there is summoning in the game. There are beings, kind of a beings above you. Not really. I want the scarab plush. You will be able to wipe your slot at will. Um, but there's also the thing you can just reset your skill tree with the soul. So
And you can also reset your
everyone is
race
different.
as well.
Everyone is different to other RPGs in the sense that it's straying away from the typical bandit beating kind of thing going on where you just mindlessly explore and complete quests to progress your character. We want to tell a story with this game through the world, through the characters, through the actual storyline, through the quests, through the interactions. So that's what I think is different about the game. And you progress the game by completing those things.
They're gambling back
Stakes of
there.
Everwind. There's not really any consequences to dying. Just think of it as a normal RPG game. The consequences of you dying in this game is that you didn't beat the boss and you have to restart. We might make it so you lose some rook when you die, but just to like not incentivize just like dying. But I don't want the game to feel frustrating to play or unenjoyable to anybody. And I do think that adding punishments to dying I mean, sure, it does teach you, but you already learned that through having to go back to those areas or reprogressing or even just failing that quest is already a sign that you failed. You don't need to like overextend that and give the game permadeath. There's no way the scarab climbed up here and hit me off. Okay. There are group-oriented content. Community does not directly affect the game's lore. There will be a hardcore option, or we plan to. The other plants are just food for the fruits. Don't worry about it.
Dude, sorry, the
There's
scare's mad
optional
at you, bro.
PvP based progression, and they're Why is it hard targeting me? What the heck, bro?
Ow.
The exploration is very expansive. Character customization, we do kind of want the armors to be expressive and colorful, but it won't be like full-on customization. I know Deep has the hair ID thing, and maybe people are gonna want that, but I don't really like how you can literally look like anything in that game, and even have assets that aren't implemented in the game, which is I don't know. A lot of important NPCs will have a voice, but only the very important ones. Playable instruments. So there's a harp in the game that heals, but it doesn't have a mini game. Maybe there will be one. There probably will be a party system, or there will be a party system. There is obtainable equipment to grind endgame for buffs. Yep, there is obtainable endgame equipment. There will be an economy through the auction house and trading, and getting rare weapons. Classes are archetyped by their stat. Summoning necromancy have unique summons, variants of mobs already in the game. There will be variants of mobs already in the game, although there is a staff that has a unique summon, so maybe not entirely all of the summoning things, but there is a staff that has a unique summon that isn't a mob in the game. It's like a mini version of a big mushroom. And then fruit evolution. There's variations like blood orange. Like I said that before. There won't be codes, but there will be compensation if something does happen. I know Rogue did global restores. Will probably give souls.
A mailbox system or so.
The PvP toggle is there and the level lock is there also because I do think it's annoying when you get jumped by freshies in games. And
And the other way around.
All right, those are those are the questions.
So this is when we were playing
almost-
Jujutsu Lineage like literally the other day, and we were jumping like special grade sorcerers.
Bro.
Yeah,
Jujutsu Lineage, are we serious? I skipped the ones that had low votes or didn't really have too much like going for them.
Oh,
If
how
you guys
will
wanted to see
clans
those
slash
questions
guilds
answered, you
work?
should have voted for them. Clans? There's no clans. Oh, you mean houses?
Yeah.
Houses are just player-based guilds. They just you make one and then you join it and then you can participate in house events like breakages or become
So you
top one
have
in a
to-
guild. Guilds
So
are
what you wanna
different from
do-
houses.
Yeah.
is you want to make 10 lava hounds, and you want to make a couple hog riders so you can get rid of their like defenses and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff
Okay.
like the defenders, I guess it'll only go to your guildmates.
Yeah. The guild is kind of like, or house is kind of like the party system. Those are the questions. And pretty much that wraps up the direct. Thank you guys for coming. But if you guys want to see PvP,
Wait, what
we
about
can show
Barney?
some right now. What about what?
What about Barney?
I don't want to do that,
Barney
bro.
hasn't even imported.
It's bugged.
Barney.
It doesn't even freaking work.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Don't worry, the direct has been fully recorded and it'll be posted
Why
on
did I
the
get
official
disconnected?
Everwind server. I will,
I will
Post
make
it
sure to
there.
chop it down and edit it.
unless the video gets
Thank
corrupted,
you
then
guys
we're
for coming to
screwed.
the direct. I'm gonna show some PvP real quick for those who want it, and then I'll like be done.
If the
But if you guys don't care about PvP, goodbye.
if the Everwind
Thank you for coming.
direct got
Everyone's still
corrupted,
here. What the heck?
then yeah. Oh, you did, Keizo? Yeah, I'll DM you if something happened.
Rezi, you're gonna 1v1 me?
Yeah, can you give me some cloth so I'm not like a freaking naked bum?
Okay. Tara, we're
Mm,
going on.
what armor do you want, bruh?
You didn't, Straw?
Well, I'm also
Uh,
naked,
that's
so it's
too.
okay.
Give me a brawler.
Oh yeah, how long is
Who
EA
hit me,
gonna
bro?
last?
1 to 2 weeks.
1 or 2 weeks.
Can we make it 3 to 4? Oh, of course you are. Alright, I'll be in Sludge Fiend.
Okay. All right, let's go fight Rezzy. I reset.
Yeah,
I give
Kiro,
you
I was
armor.
recording the whole thing. Especially when you looked like a chud. That part too. I got recorded.
Fight me, Rezzy.
Okay. Did you get my armor?
Yeah, I just reset.
Maybe I should unwarn Lyra.
I don't really mess with the spells I have. Hold on.
I know I mess with mine! Sorry, guys.
Should really do something. Never mind.
Are you using Floral Rend? Dude, I hate you.
Yeah, you can fight me.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm also on like not my race, so or my PvP race of choice.
Command fail. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn missed.
Bro, I'm getting.
Another thing, a lot of weapons, besides the base variants, a lot of weapons will have like variants.
There's
That's-
actually no way.
Kind of like so there's the basic sword, and then there's Razor Leaf, which is a variant of the sword. So it'll play similarly to sword, but there'll be some differences. It's kind of like
Hey, can we go fight in Silver Shark?
Isn't Razor Leaf like
No,
LFE
I'm not going all the way over
scaling
there.
Oh my god.
partially?
Razor Leaf is power skilled still.
Power scale? Oh. Okay, that's a bad example. Oak Arm is a...
There's air attacks and slot attacks as well, which are
Oak
used
Arm
to
is a
kind of capture that.
leaf or
regenerate your
LFE
spray.
based weapon, but it plays kind of like Greatsword.
It's hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this. Yo.
Rollback frames? What's rollback frames?
Are you sure you made? Are you sure you made it? That Actually, hold on.
Is that blockable or does that go through block?
I'm pretty sure it goes to block. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Gaboyo, you mean like rollback netcode for like fighting games? How they have it? I'm not
There's no way.
sure. I don't think it will.
Oh, there's actually no way that it hits you.
Will jail be a thing? Can I be evil in this game?
You know next, right?
Blood Orange?
No, I lied.
Dude, my counter comes out like 5 gajillion seconds after.
No! Yeah, my defense. I was low HP.
I don't care! I don't really have a combat to relate this game to. People say YBA or rogue blocks.
Leveling for weapons in the future? Yeah, you can take your base weapon, like your starter weapon, all the way to the end game. And you'll have to put in work and actually like upgrade it, but
Yeah, go me again.
you'll be able to
Alright,
like
I'm
fight
gonna
the
do 1v1v1.
final boss with it.
Come here, Rezzy. One more 1v1 and then I'll end the direct. You're playing Scarab Gaunts, bro.
Oh my god. PvP is very quick. Oh, you can also like evase. You can do like an evasive with G, so it'll get you out of a combo.
It's called tempo.
I'm gonna blow you up.
Wait, was that
Yeah,
counter
like a
aura,
vent.
guys? I'm dead.
It just makes you invincible for like a second or two. Gives you iframes.
Yo, katana. People who do katana M1 into M2 are freaking shuds.
Sorry.
Will there be a way to add different stat scalings to your weapon? No. But they'll just be like... So, Oak Arm is like the LFE scaling version of the longsword.
Okay. Give me Rizzy.
Alright,
Wait, I said that was the last one? Alright, well.
Uh-oh.
Alright, guys, thank you all for coming to the direct. I appreciate you guys being here and asking questions. I'm gonna end it now. There's gonna be a YouTube video uploaded soon. I don't know if I'm gonna use closer to the direct or I might just completely script a new one. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on the game. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for coming.
Bye, guys.
bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
So, yeah, that's freaking